Alright everybody, I am back once again. Just got that episode, I guess you could say, canned and uploading right now. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next bits. We have got to Call to Arms, as you recall. We just got raided by orcs, or goblins, or baddies of the generalist kind of flavor. So we're going ahead and we're going to build us a barracks. And while I was out waiting for this to process and render and everything, I did a little looking and searching and found out that currently the women folk are only going to be useful for this, the tavern. But that's because right now they don't have the, I guess, the art set up for the other professions for them yet. But the women will be able to do any job apparently. So there's going to be no sexism, as they said. Which, you know, is fine. I have no problem having a bunch of women in my village.
New building
Have a couple lucky bastards in here if it was that the case. Alright, we got ourselves our barracks built. Let's go ahead and start training up our...
Before sending out a party of adventurers to rescue the villagers, we should give our militia some combat training. There are some mischievous-looking critters close to the village.
And
Clear them out.
there we go.
Let's see if there's anything interesting to be found.
Just going ahead and getting 5 of them trained up now to be done with it. One thing that's a little bit of an unfortunate is that the...
A woman's work is never done.
wait.
Mine
Chick
is to obey.
Something to do?
needs to go...
Crops to be sown. Ready to serve.
Okay. Now, somebody said that you can set... But I'm not getting that.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody was saying you could set groups by doing shift 1, or shift and then the number. Oh, now it works, okay. It didn't work that one time. So that'll make it easier to keep up with our troop. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our militia trained up by attacking these kobolds. But as I said, you know, they do gain experience. Unfortunately, at this time, there's no way to distribute the action points to level them up, really. So even a level 50 will have 5 defense and 5 attack and 5 of whatever that is, and 5% of whatever that is, and 5% of whatever that is. I'm assuming that's dodge, and that's mana regen, and I guess that's magic damage. I don't know. But like I said, early builds, still a great fun game so far. I just love the tongue-in-cheek stuff.
Now you've got the basics of combat.
the-
Let's explore beyond the village borders and see if we can pick up the trail left by the goblins.
Your wish?
There are a few instances where the sound seems to jump up without warning, and
Heading out.
I meant to try and see if that had already been posted in the bug report thread, and I'll make sure to do that next time.
We're
Toy.
going to need more manpower to keep growing at this rate. Constructing 2 more cottages will encourage new settlers to arrive on the boats.
Alright, well, let's put up a couple more cottage. More people. More work. And we'll continue on here to explore.
You're
Fighting some more kobolds.
Attack! Time to die.
All that
You are
experience.
defeated, and I win. Yes.
I just love listening just to NPCs
It's
just
an honor.
chatter. I'll say they did I like that they did that, you know, gave them little things to say so they're not just quiet all the time.
Forward. for duty, sir.
Got us
Move along.
just a little chest here. Got us a dire helmet. Too bad we can't actually wear it yet.
Heading out.
Oh well.
Ready for duty, sir. Mine is to obey. Double time.
Okay, gonna give another
Quick.
cinematic heads up when I get down to this question mark, and I guess from what I understand, anytime I come near a question mark, there's gonna be a cinema section, so just a heads up when I get close to those, lower the volume. I may try doing some adjustments with the volume in the editing software, but I didn't want to do it and it come out too low, so I may not even do it that way. But here we go.
What was that?
No, Hobbles! My beautiful Hobbles! They've stolen you away from me!
You alright, mate?
No, I am not alright! Those filthy goblins have stolen my Hobbles away from me! Oh, I can't stand the thought of their filthy, rough hands all over him! I feel faint! No!
Who are you? And what you doing out here in the middle of nowhere anyway?
I am Foundry Mageflower, and Lord Blackdark banished Hobbles and I for living an, alternative lifestyle.
What, for being,
No, silly! Hobbles is my familiar.
Oh, right, that's like a pet, is it?
More than a pet, we have a magical bond. Our minds and souls are intertwined in a beautiful, penetrating partnership. Lord Blackdark banned all wizards from having familiars. He thought it was creepy.
Sounds a bit overly familiar to me.
Well, yes. We were banished to this hellhole, and now my beautiful Hobbles has been taken from me. I must get him back, no matter what the cost. I can't do this on my own. I need some big, strong lads to help me.
Oh, well.
I heard the goblins talking about some settlers they'd kidnapped from a nearby village. They must be on the other side of this wall. Now, the first problem is how we break through these gates. I think this may be a bit much for even your rippling physique. So how do we get through? Let me think. Aha! Hobbles and I were looking for somewhere warm to snuggle up the other night, and we happened on an old golem. We could use that to bash through the gates. If I remember correctly, it was a McDongle Mark IV, so you'll need to insert a McDongle's gem of rebooting to reset its commands before it will obey you. Now, I've seen a gem of rebooting. Where was that? Ah, yes, the deserted monastery up on White Peak. Watch out for the monks, who found enlightenment by becoming werewolves and now practice were-fu. It's like Kung Fu, but hairier. Fetch the gem of rebooting, activate the golem, then bring it back here. Then we can use it to break down the doors and rescue Hobbles and the villagers. Hurrah!
Right you are, sir. You villagers
Like I said,
have arrived.
it's still funny even after the third time. Alright.
At your command.
We're gonna go fight Kung Fu wolves.
Great! Our little village is a bustling hive of activity. But we're going to need more food as new settlers arrive, and more diversity as their taste buds develop. Build a cow pasture for milk and a chicken coop for eggs. Then we can start selling.
There we go. Just throw those down so they're close to our windmill. Okay, back. Sorry about that. I forgot to delete the file after I did the rendering to free up the space. Again, it doesn't make any sense to me because there's plenty of space on the hard drive. Probably about 300 or 400 gig left. But okay. Well, so as I said, we'll go ahead and building up our
Building options are available.
pastures here. Gonna put food on the table.
New building options are available. Your villagers are lacking in faith and desperately need moral guidance. We should consider constructing a monastery and training some monks.
In case I went a little too fast there, the description, a place of worship to the holy toast. There seems to be a small obsession with toast with this community. That's okay. Toast is good. Nothing wrong with a little toast. Okay, let's go back to our guys here. Let's see.
Can I see your papers?
Yeah, this way. So here we go. Another cinematic getting ready to come up.
The monastery of the monks of the Mangy Wolf. Once a religious sect of great devotion and piety, they practiced in solitude and silence in their quest to achieve enlightenment. Evil monk Wolf Chow became head of the order and ruled the monastery with a leash of iron. He even banned the monks from making their renowned homemade organic toast. The monks rebelled, led by Rufus Pooh, but couldn't stop the ritual of the Bloody Fang because Wolf Chow used the unearthly and ancient squeaky toy weapon to distract Rufus and his followers. Wolf Chow found the twisted path of the Mangy Wolf by becoming a werewolf and learning the dark secret of Werfu. That night was known as the Night of the Pointy Teeth, and Wolf Chow turned all the monks into his werewolf disciples. Now they practice the fearsome Werfu and follow the dark path. Approach carefully, as they no longer need a full moon to become their doggy selves, and they have very pointy teeth.
There we go. Now I've said this twice already, but I still think it's possible, or still think it's relevant. We need to find this ancient artifact of the squeaky toy
Building options are available.
before we go fighting werewolves.
That's the ready?
But I guess we can't. Before we go in there, let's go ahead and train up our monk. Hey, you. You. Yeah, you.
Huh?
Get back here.
On my way.
You've been called to a life of toast.
Good. If we
Worship.
build a bee yard, the monks will start brewing mead, which we can sell at the taverns, generating income.
Now we get to the important resource. Mead. Everything else is, you can get by without. You don't really need to have wood or stone or iron. Mead was what runs the economy. I wonder if we can get some stronger stuff. Alright, while that bee yard's being built, go ahead and we'll attack us a werewolf.
Hold on!
New building options are available. Excellent. Now construct a tavern and train an innkeeper. Innkeeper will carry barrels of mead from the storehouse and sell them for us.
Alright. Go ahead and
Forward!
move them over here while we go take care of that. Now here is a chance to show how you can give somebody to stop a job.
Ta-ta.
Here we already have an innkeeper. You don't need two. In order to have somebody no longer be that profession, you click on the building while they're selected and have them train.
Customers always right.
And that'll free them up
Yes.
to become a normal peasant again. And then we can just go back through, click train peasant,
Busy, busy.
and they're back to being an innkeeper.
New villagers have arrived.
Now, right now, that's the only job the women folk can do is be an innkeeper. And we're getting some more people here. 2 new people just got off the boat. And already, the woman goes right into the tavern to get herself some mead. She's a drinker. She parties. Alright, let's get back to kicking some wolf butt. Ah, you old fool. It's no match. I guess syncing up the lips to be out of sync doesn't really work if you can't see the lips moving. Did not think that one through all the way. Oh well.
Not simply watch the city.
No, one does not simply watch the city.
I shall drink to your death.
Let's kill us some more werewolves.
A sweet taste of victory. You looking at me? We have won the day, men.
Huzzah!
Heading out.
Kind of sit him here for a second while I do some looting. Because what gets the boys up to shoot is loot, loot, loot. And as you can see, they automatically regain hit points if they just rest, so you don't have to have a healer on hand. I don't know if maybe they're going to be having a healer class in the future or whatnot, so they can heal in the middle of combat, but for right now, all you gotta do is just stay out of combat for a short little while.
Mine is to obey. Quick march.
Alright, let's kill us some more wolves. That's what we're gonna be doing a lot of in this little bit area here.
The day is ours.
Oh no, they focused down one guy. He killed him. You bastards.
Tis an honor.
Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to train me a new peasant to pick up the pike. Let's see if I can lure just this guy. So you got pull mechanics just like in some MMOs.
Move out. Onward to victory and mead.
Mostly mead. And there we go. That's all of our wolves.
Word
That's all the wolves down.
at once.
Let's go collect us our gem.
By your leave. Mine is to obey.
There we go. And now we got some chests up here to loot.
Quick march.
And while they're doing that, let me try and get back to the settlement. Oops. This way. Let's see. Anybody who isn't doing a thing? Any guys without a job? Any guys without a job? Looking for all lackless layabouts and unemployed citizens.
All right, my love. Yes, my dear?
Hey, she's laying down.
New villagers have arrived.
There we go.
What now?
Ronald Muckpeddler. Hey, I wonder if he's brother to Arthur. Wait, that's Arthur the Bruiser? Oh wait, Muckpeddler may have been the guy from my last attempt. I attempted to call one guy Muckpeddler at one point. Or not call him that, but I found a guy whose name was Muckpeddler and I made him the farmer. I assumed it sounded familiar. Or sounded proper.
Ready.
Okay, that's gonna be 5 of them, so let's run it back. And we'll go ahead and I'll cut the video here as I'm moving people to this location, and we'll start doing the editing and all that, before we go on to the next section. So stay tuned. Keeping it up on the next one.